Okay, welcome to Tracy's Kenpo Karate, Lesson 10 of Purple Belt. In this lesson, we're going to go over Long 1, Section 3, Opening Cow A and B, as well as the technique Slicing Dragon. So let's bow in and get started. Okay, now for the Section 3, let's kind of do a real quick recap of Long 1. So we started with our salutation. And then we have a right-left punch coming from the 12 o'clock position. So we're going to step back left, right inward block, right left punch. Then we're going to step back right with a right inward, left inward, right reverse punch. That had ended Section 1. Section 2, we take our right leg, adjust to the 3 o'clock position with a crossbody parry, left vertical outward block, right punch. Then we're going to step back left to 3, crossbody parry, vertical outward block, left punch. Okay, this is where we ended your lesson last time. So we're in this position here. So from here we got an attacker coming from the 3 o'clock position. So from here we've just done our reverse punch. So we're going to turn and pivot with an elbow to kind of cover our area. And as we adjust our stance, the elbow is going to turn into an upwards block with the left, followed by a right reverse punch. Then our left foot's going to step back as we do a crossbody parry, right upwards block, left reverse punch. Okay, so from this position here, we've just done our vertical outward block punch. We're going to adjust the right foot to 6 o'clock, elbow. As we pivot to face our opponent, we're going to turn that elbow into an upwards. As we pivot, we're going to throw a right reverse punch. We're going to step back left, crossbody parry, upwards block, left reverse punch. Okay? So it's just like short ones, same pattern. We're just adding punches to the blocks. So let's do a recap again. So, salutation. Inward, punch. Inward, inward, punch. All to 12 o'clock. Crossbody parry, vertical outward block, punch. Step back left, crossbody parry, vertical outward block, punch. Okay, that ended Section 2. Section 3, which is your new section, you're going to take your right foot, adjust slightly forward to reverse your heel-toe relationship as you do a left upward elbow strike. That elbow strike is going to turn into an upwards block as you pivot and throw your hard bow. Then you're going to step back with a left crossbody parry, upwards block, reverse punch. Okay, so from here, elbow upwards as we adjust our stance. So we're here, adjust elbow upwards, reverse punch, clear the area as we step back, upwards, reverse punch. So just like short one, inward, outwards, upwards. And if you can follow that along, you know what the next section will be, which will be your downward blocks, okay? So that's the first 3 sections of Long 1. We'll go through it one more time before we end the lesson. But for now, let's go on to your self-defense techniques. Opening Cow A is your first one we're going to go over. Now, we discussed Chinese L choke and short 2 a little bit. As you recall, we had a Chinese L choke to 3, Judo Cat, Chinese L choke, or L to the 9 o'clock position. So now we're going to show you how it can actually be used in one possible scenario. In this particular case, you've got someone right on top of you with a choke. So we're going to step away from it. This could also be a grab or a choke, any kind of up, shoulders above type of grab. And then we're going to take our right foot and step to 10-30. As we do so, our left hand is going to come up in a vertical outward block position. As we pivot, that'll clear the arms, and we throw a right punch either to the rib cage or to the face, depending on what your availability is. Okay, again, so from here, they've got the choke. They're right on top of you, so we've got to gain the distance, so that's why we're going to step away. So we're going to use our right foot. As we do so, the left hand is going to come up in a vertical outward block position, and we are going to pivot as we throw our punch, right punch to the solar plexus or the face. Now from here, you throw 2 punches, 1, 2. That's where Tracy ends it. I allow my students to go ahead and add a few more punches to that strike. 1, 2, 3, 4, hammer fist. just to get used to throwing multiple punches. Okay, all that's required is 1, 2. But as I said, I encourage my students to go ahead and throw 3 or 4 more punches, or however you feel comfortable. Don't get carried away. Just enough to throw some different targeting and different strikes within the pattern you've already have learned. Okay, again, so from here, they're on top of us. We're going to gain the distance. This will straighten the arms and possibly even pull them off balance with their foot forward, depending on how close they are. Then from there, we're going to come up with a vertical outward block. So this should be one move. Okay, that's what you want to get to as you learn this technique. For now, break it down 1, 2, making sure the hand's coming out of a proper chamber. But for now, but as you get better at it, get it to where it's one move. Throw your left punch, your right punch, and then whatever you want afterwards, if you so desire. Okay, from here. Okay, we're going to step right to the 10-30 position as we do a vertical outward block, right reverse punch. Now this punch can go to the face or the ribs. I recommend the ribs. It'll be a lot easier and it'll be more exposed, and it'll be tightened up from this pushing the arm away. Then throw your 2 punches, and then if you want, throw a few more extra in there to come up with your own kind of combination. Okay, again, on the A version, right, L, punch, 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 and then if you want, throw something else in there. Okay, and that is opening cal A. Now, opening cal B. This is for when they're at arm's length. You need to not gain distance, you need to get closer to them. So in this case, we're going to step back with our left foot to the 430 position. At the same time, we're going to do a left vertical outward block, right punch, and then just repeat as you did on A. Okay, again, B, step back, left, okay, to 430, vertical outward block, and at the same time, pivot around and punch them in the face or the ribs. Throw 2 more punches, and then if you want, throw a few more strikes in there to work some combinations. So we have opening cal A. They're on top of us, so we're going to want to get away. So we're going to step right, vertical outward block punch, 2 punches to the face, and then throw whatever else you want if you want. Then we have the B version. They're at arm's length, so we want to get closer to them. So we're going to step back left to 430, same vertical outward block, same punch, and then throw some more punches in there. Okay, as always, make sure you check with your instructor to see what they want if you're testing through them. Okay, the next technique we're going to look at is slicing dragon. Now, I do this pretty much different than Tracy's. Nothing wrong with Tracy's, it's just, I don't know, to me it was clumsy, and this is a personal opinion. So I'm going to show you what they do, and then I'm going to show you how I do it, and depending on who your instructor is, will probably depend on how you have to do the technique. But in the Tracy slicing dragon, you step out left to 10-30, just like you would on crashing elbows, and the right hand's going to come up high. This is more like a scimitar, but instead of striking down, you're going to strike away. Then from here, you're going to do the inverted knuckle rake through the eyes and temple, and then you're going to back fist through the kidneys, followed by left elbow to the kidneys, back fist the face, another right elbow to the ribs. Okay? Once again, this is the way it's traditionally taught in Tracy's. 1 inward block, knuckle rake set up high. Knuckle rake through, then hammer back fist through the kidneys, followed by a left elbow through the kidneys into soft bow. Back fist the solar plexus or the face. It's traditionally the solar plexus. Elbow through the rib cage. Okay? Now, this is the way I do it. I set up just like before, but we get rid of the eye strike. And we go right for the ribs, just like crashing elbows. Then from here, instead of the back fist, we're going to drive this elbow right back into that ribs and kidneys. Then we're going to follow it through again with another elbow shot to the rib cage. And then as they double over, or depending on if they arch back, we either back fist the face or the solar plexus, depending on the availability of the target and how they react to those elbow strikes. Okay, the way I teach this. Okay, this is my version of slicing dragon. Elbow, or crossbody parry. Elbow with the right to soft bow. Drive this elbow back into the rib cage. Smash back through with your left into a soft bow. Back fist the solar plexus or the face back into your stance. Okay, again. 1, 2, elbow, elbow, back fist or back fist the face back into your stance. Okay, the way Tracy does it is 1, knuckle rake, back fist, elbow, back fist the solar plexus, followed by another elbow. Okay, those are the 2 different versions of slicing dragon. As always, check with your instructor to see how they want you to do this. Most likely they're going to have you do it Tracy's way, since that's the tradition. If you're my student, you'll be doing it, of course, my way. Okay, so those are your 2 new self-defense techniques. And your long 1, section 3. So, let's review long 1, section 3 again. You start with your salutation. Okay, inward punch, inward, inward punch. Vertical outward punch, vertical outward block punch. Elbow upwards punch to 3, crossbody parry, elbow punch. Okay, so elbow punch to 3 o'clock is your new section of long 3. Just like short 1, we're just adding some punches to it. Okay, then your 2 techniques, opening cow. A version, they're on top of you, so we're going to step right, vertical outward block punch to the face or ribs, followed by 2 more strikes. And then, as I said, if you're my students, I encourage you to throw a few more different strikes in there. Okay, again, from here, right, 10-30, vertical outward block punch, 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 inverted, however many strikes you wish to throw after that, just don't get too carried away. Then we got the B version. We're going to step back left to 430, I'm sorry, yeah, step back left to 430. I've got to remember my right from my left. Step back left to 430, vertical outward block punch, double punch, and then if you want, throw any combination you wish. Okay, again, let's see if I can do this. Know my left from my right. Step back left to 430, vertical outward block punch, 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 smack. Okay, there again, if you're my student, feel free to come up with a couple combinations of your own. If you're somebody else's student, always double check with your instructor to see what they wish you to do. Okay, then we have slicing dragon. Show you 2 versions. Tracy's version, inward block, knuckle rake through the eye and temple, hand back fist through the ribs or kidneys, depending on your targeting, elbow through the ribs, back fist the solar plexus, elbow back through. Okay, the way I teach it, crossbody parry, soft bow, elbow into soft bow, drive your right elbow back into the rib cage, back to soft bow with your left, back fist the solar plexus or the face as you go back into your stance. Okay, that's lesson 10. Practice those, and when you're ready, go on to lesson 11. Until then, keep practicing and keep up the good work. And as always, any questions or comments, please feel free to let me know, and I'll do my best to answer them in a timely manner and to answer the questions that you have. Okay? All the best.